Don't mess the game up, y'all, please. He gonna say, he gonna try to act like his ass don't want to come.
Alright.
Yeah,
She still has the card. Yeah. She like, if you could, oh, it's right there. Yes, so like something going on with live, you wasn't doing nothing. You know, I had cut off. Can you hear now?
is it hot?
No, can you hear us? Yeah, because it just froze and it cut off the whole live. It's wild? Okay, alright.
I don't see it on Facebook though.
No, it's on there right now. Yeah, it just cut off completely. So I have to restart everything. All right. So it's a while, but y'all could just put your phones on mute. You know what I mean? So y'all ready? Let's clap it up. And shalom, YAHANNA, Shabbat Shalom, to my brother, shalom, Shamar, Adam, Sharon, shout out to all my sisters. Salaki, something that happened to the live. I think the internet must have messed up or some technical difficulties. You know what I mean? For everybody that just got into the live on Facebook and YouTube, you want to share this. Today is a biblical law class, of course. We got a heavy hitter by the name of I.S.U.P.K. Who's going to teach an amazing class. See what I'm saying? In the meantime, I'm just going to hold it down. All right? See what I'm saying? Come. All right. So, man, first things first, man. What's going on in the news? You know, I always ask that question. Coronavirus. Hey, most high in Christ. You see what I'm saying? Also pay your tithes. Otherwise, the coronavirus is coming to your house. You know, to a town near you. Okay. See what I'm saying? All right. So yeah, like, come on. Like, what else is going on in the news? Y'all heard about Minnesota earlier today?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's like I got everybody to stay home.
Right.
And then like my job called me today and they were telling me that they're gonna send us emails, basically telling like if we need it or get pulled over or something like that, that we can just show them and tell them that we work at a place that is. Oh, you're considered essential worker. Essential worker. Yeah, you gotta work to that credit. Essential worker. So
you see what I'm saying? So like, you need something? Okay, no sweat. So you know, yeah, that's what's going on pretty much. So as of Friday, 11:59 p.m., they are going to do, you know, a shutdown on Minnesota for 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? But I still got to go to slavery, of course. But I only got 3 days left anyway. You see what I'm saying? So come. Clap it up. Shit.
Baby shit.
Hey, well, hey, no, enjoy.
Okay, so the joint couldn't fit in there, like.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You want it over the joint, right?
Yeah. That's how
we figure it out.
Yeah. You can tighten it and loosen it, all that. And then it connects straight to
that
the.
joint was supposed to be,
Yeah,
it still look good
yeah,
too,
no.
but yeah, it was supposed to be over the joint. Yeah, that's how I be feeling like that. Like I see they got the phone thing on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's supposed to be up in the middle of that joint.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
It shoots through the circle.
It shoots through the circle. And so this circle is a bit smaller than the ones I've seen as well.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it could still fit though.
Yeah.
This. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just work on it a bit. You know what I mean? Make sure we but no, it's still somebody.
Oh, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, help.
Yeah, I think it's a car.
Yeah, all right, no sweat. All right, let's get it, man. Nah, but I still look good. I appreciate the light. It look good. I think it look good. But I'm gonna say Shalom, YAHANNA, YAHANNA, to all the brothers. Shalom, YAHANNA, YAHANNA, to all the sisters, man. This is the I.S.U.P.K. out of 125th Hall of New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? Teaching this truth in the midst of all of this hell, because this is when we are being tested. We know our people need this truth right now. You know what I'm saying? More than ever. You know what I mean? Because this is when you find out who you are. You know what I'm saying? You find out because you think you know who you are until you get tested. That's when you really find out. That's why what they say, pressure busts pipes, or what's up?
Pressure makes diamonds.
Or makes diamonds. You will find out if you really about this life, or if you just scared, terrified to death of hugs and kisses. You know what I'm saying? Coughs and sneezes. You are just absolutely terrified to death. You know what I mean? And or you're gonna find out if you really who you've always been. Because if you're terrified now, that's who you was in your past. Like you've been scared and terrified, and you know what I mean. Like Judas, I forget what Judas. I'm trying to remember what Judas did. What he go? Once he hugged and kissed like they did. And when he went to mark Christ, but they didn't know exactly which one he was. He hugged them. The ones he hugged. Oh, you know what I mean? The one he hugged. I remember they took that on that show, The Wire. They kind of took it a little bit to do who would be in the Judas, and when they go tell on them, it was like whoever he went and put the red, he went and put the red hat on their head. That was the heavy hitters or whatever like that. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all watched it, right? A lot of people did, some people didn't. You know what I'm saying? The show called The Wire. But yeah, so no cares in the world. That's a time where it's easy and convenient to serve the Most High. But are you going to serve the Most High? You know what I'm saying? The time, when you're scared. Like the general was scared the other day. If you are scared, we open. I know your Christian church is closed. They ain't doing funerals. Somebody died in the Christian church right now. They ain't doing no funerals. The pastor ain't doing no funerals. Your people got to get cremated or not have a funeral at all because your Christian pastors is not doing funerals right now. You know what I'm saying? They are absolutely terrified. They Jesus is using hand sanitizer and got a face mask on right now. You know what I mean? And so you can't have a funeral in the Christian church. Hey, make sure y'all share the class, man. Put your phones on mute. Share the class. Make sure you share the class so we can continue to push this truth. And keep it down, Baba Kashar. Keep it down. Keep your voices down, Baba Kashar. Make sure you share the class. If you haven't shared the class, share the class because you never know, who you can reach. You know what I'm saying? The people you reach, certain people that can't be reached on everybody's pages. And you never know. Hey, young man, Zion, quiet. Be quiet, please. All right? Let's keep it down. All right, so make sure you share the class. We're going to get into it. If you have any questions, before that, pay your tithes. Y'all got to get into it. Make sure you're paying your tithes. Go to I.S.U.P.K.com and pay your tithes, all right? Send in, support this truth. I don't care if it's $5, $10. Use that same energy you use to go get your toes and nails done, that same money up to support them and support yourself. You know what I'm saying? You use the same money you used to give to the weed. You done supported the weed man all these years. You done supported the dope man all these years. You know, support these brothers who are on the front line for you in this truth, putting their life on the line to make sure you have what you need and have this truth and have an oasis, somewhat small sanctuary that we building up in every city and every country all over this earth. All right? You know, man, shalom. You know what I'm saying? So have that same energy that you had then. You know what I'm saying? The money that you use, you know what I'm saying, for the weed man and the dope man, send that money into this truth. Send that money into I.S.U.P.K.com, hit that donate button and support this truth, man. Because y'all know we on the front line. Y'all know we travel all over this earth, you know, supporting Black, Hispanics, and Natives. And, you know, and that's how you know, yo, the funds that you send in is going to go to your people. It's going to go to the people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives, and nobody else, because y'all know that's all we rock with. So, you know what I'm saying? If you want to make sure you help your people like you have supported the Asians, the Arabs, the white man, the Asian man, you know, all them other nations. Keep that same, like y'all say, keep that same energy when it comes to this truth and send some funds and some support. Come in, clap and sing and dance and slap tambourines and don't let you ask no questions. You can ask your questions right now. We'll get them. Go to, you can ask, we streaming live right now on Facebook and YouTube. So go ahead and make sure you get your questions in, all right? And we, Lord willing, we get to them today. If we don't get to them today, we'll get to them to the next class. But we are open. Our doors are not closed. We are serving the people. You know, our church, our organization is not like your church, is what I was meaning to say. All right, we are not like your church at all. Bunker Shaw, you can look under that cap for now. Everybody, yeah, if it's open, one of them open. No questions in the room. Everybody in here know the Bible. Y'all know the whole Bible in here. All right, we don't need nothing. We're gonna get into it. I love brothers who just know the whole Bible like that. That's a beautiful thing. Or you study a whole lot. That's good too. You know, you just ain't got no questions, but we'll see. You had a question.
I was
And I was mistaken in thinking that one of those books of John was in the Old Testament. That was not. You have to look. Not all of those. John the Baptist does not have a book in the Bible. None of it is John. None of the books in the Bible is about John. All right. Y'all know who Judas is. We just spoke about him, the traitor. All right. If John have a book, excuse me, if y'all could, I don't know where his pajamas went. If we can get him together, for sure. But yeah, I don't know where the, if Judas. So that was the answer to that question from yesterday. Just to clarify, all the books of John, and we can go into grab Acts. What's that? 1 and 13 real quick. Hey, what's on Christ? Acts 1 and 13. And it's just to show you that it was many men named John in the scriptures. And this is one of the 12. Go ahead.
So like, yeah, because that's where I was confused. I'm like, I know it was a John the Apostle and a John the Baptist. I was like, I know he ain't had no ear.
Yeah. So yeah, this was not that John. The same John. Yeah, it was the same John. All the Johns. You know what I'm saying? John the Revelator, he did Revelation, and all the other books.
And 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, it's all the same person.
So like, those 1, 2, and 3s. Is that Paul writing to John, or is that just John's letters later on?
No. Paul wrote to he had the 7 churches, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like but John.
You know what I'm saying? Like that 1 John, 2 John, those are letters or what?
1 John, I don't believe those as letters.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I don't believe them as letters. The Johns. He wrote to like the Romans, the Corinthians, the Ephesians. You know what I mean? And things like that. Like he wrote to, he had, Paul wrote to the churches. His letters was to all the 7 churches. All right. But, so yeah, the John the Revelator and all the Johns is from what's John. So you can just get that real quick.
Book of Acts chapter 1, verse 13. And when they were come in, they went up into the upper rooms where both Peter and James and John and Andrew, Philip and Thomas, Bartholomew and Matthew, James, the son of Alphaeus, and Simon.
Read that, start again from the top slide.
And when they were come in, they went up in the upper room where both Peter and James and John.
And what?
And John.
And John, one of the 12. Like, so this is not John the Baptist. You know what I'm saying? This is that, you know, like I said, John, like we've been battling, John was not in the truth. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
So I didn't hear you loud enough. You said about this?
Oh, just put it away and use that one right there.
Okay, time.
Yeah, go on, I'm sure.
Yeah, time.
They went up in the upper room where both Peter and James and John and Andrew.
Right, and all these brothers, you see like, you know, this brother was one of the 12. It was not the brother John, but it's a lot of brothers in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? There's other brothers in the scriptures named John as well. So like we all understand what we teach. John was not in the truth. Okay, so just understand that John was not in the truth. Is that us giving up?
And when they were coming, they went up in the upper room.
Okay. Right. I thought we were having some feedback on it.
Okay, I'll give you some. I'll do that.
All right. So that's the answer to that from yesterday. So Bob Kashar, go ahead with your question. If anybody else have any questions in the room, just go ahead and just put your hand up and we'll get to your questions. But Carl, go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna see if there was any scriptures on like for a woman or a young woman to just let them know how to love themselves, self-confidence, stuff like that. Because some black women are taught to hate themselves because of their hair or the way they look, stuff like that. Being either dark skinned or you know what I'm saying.
No, man, that's a very real and great statement. You know what I'm saying? If you got what would you go like if you had to tell a sister to give us some encouragement to love herself the way she is? I ain't gonna say the next part because I get go ahead.
No, what he just said just remind me of the story where I'm not sure. I don't want to get the sister's name wrong, but the story where the sister got dressed and she put on her beautiful garments and stuff like that, and she went and chopped the heated head off.
That was I want to say, what was that sister's name? Yeah.
I want to say Esther, but I don't want to be wrong.
No. That sister Esther.
We just went over that. That was
she got real beautiful.
Yeah, she was in mourning.
Yeah, because her husband had died.
Yeah.
And the heathen that was ruling over us back then, the men was all afraid or whatever.
Let's try to grab. So look at it. Let's go to that part to when she was on her roof and it said that she adorned herself and brought it her hair. It didn't say nothing about her going to bleach her skin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? None of that going to get fake behind or fake lips and you know what I'm saying, fake hair and all of this. She adorned herself in her normal. She went and got normal because she was in mourning. And she was sitting in the roof in her mourning clothes, mourning her husband for forever. You know what I'm saying? She had lost her husband, so she was just in mourning, probably, just up there on her rooftop, in the corner, crying and not, really keeping herself up. You know what I'm saying? But it's we done got ourselves together, man. We can get that. But we can go to where the Most High don't make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It's a scripture that talks about the Lord didn't make mistakes. And the Lord made you how you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? How the Most High made you, that's exactly how, you know what I'm saying? He created you. He sat there, you know what I'm saying, and said, this is how I want you to be. This is who I want you to be. And it's really crazy, you know what I'm saying, for our sisters, you know what I'm saying, to be bleaching their skin when, like I said, like the earth shows us that our skin was made for this earth. Like our skin literally absorbs the sun's rays. Like these people, they need sunscreen, sunblock. They catch cancer from the sun, all type, and the sun is a little more harsher on our skin now because the oppressor is the devil, and he's ruining everything. So he's ruining the ozone layer, they kill it, So it's a little bit harsher on us nowadays. But naturally, you You are the real, Superman. You know how they got that, Superman, if y'all ever watch superhero movies, Superman gets his strength from the sun. And it's a white man. And we like, no, your skin don't get strength from them. You need sunblock. You know what I'm saying? That's an oxymoron. You know what I mean? That don't make sense. You need sunblock. So how does the sun strengthen you and you need protection from it? That came from us. We are the original Superman. We get our skin is nutrient, get nutrients from the sun, and it gives us, that's why down south and everything, they got that such thing. It's called Southern hospitality. People are just so much more happier and radiant because they get so much sunlight down there. Here black people are a little more because we are away from the sun. We don't get enough sunlight and what they call vitamin D. I think they call it vitamin D right now. You know what I'm saying? That natural sunlight is a natural vitamin D, and that's why you can go down south and they call it Southern hospitality. When it's really just black, we just feeling better. You know what I'm saying? Because they they're in their natural tropical habitat where they get their natural vitamins and minerals from the sun more often than we get up here. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to suffer in dormant and hibernation in the wintertime and be blocked out from the sun and only get a couple of hours of sun a day. And the couple of hours that the sun is out, you spend it behind in the building somewhere, slave. You know what I mean? So you really don't get that many hours of the sun. But did anybody find a scripture where it's talking about the Lord didn't make a mistake with you? He don't make mistakes. Go ahead.
I got one, but I don't know if it's perfect though, but I got one that I think might work. It's Proverbs 31 and 30.
Proverbs 31. We always gonna find a good one in Proverbs 31. Yeah. That was the next one. I'm like, you don't definitely any sister dealing with some of that, definitely want to go to like that don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Your beauty and how you look is not the thing that really matters. So that's a good piece to show her. After you do show her all the other scriptures that we can, voice down, whisper. If you got something to say to her brother or sister, you know what I'm saying? Getting a bit loud. Salaki, that scripture he just pulled, read that again.
Come. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain.
Go ahead.
But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
She shall be praised. You know what I mean? A woman that fears the Lord. And when you get some of the other scriptures, hey, if somebody can pull that one scripture when that king acted, when that brother was talking, they was like, what's more powerful? Liquor, women, or liquor, women, or a king? That was a question that was asked to see in the acting script, like what's more powerful? Like women don't understand how powerful they are. You know what I'm saying? How many great men were taken down by women. You know what I'm saying? There's so many great men that were taken down, but there's also so many great women in this Bible that did amazing things, like we were just talking about with Sister Esther. You know what I'm saying? So you want that scripture he just read, you know what I'm saying? That's all. That's the one that you would close it with. So you'll build them up, let them know, hey, how you looking? You can use your beauty and the things you have to do great things. But at the end of the day, none of those, like that scripture said, none of those things are gonna matter if you don't fear the Most High. The Lord will take your beauty away and your confidence away. And like, you know what I'm saying, your confidence away. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. Like if you ain't fearing the Most High, you ain't gonna feel good about yourself. It's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Your hygiene ain't even gonna be right. Your hair ain't gonna grow properly. All of that is scripture. You know what I'm saying? Everything is that is scripture. Like the Lord will make you undesirable. You know what I'm saying? And unwanted by not serving the Most High. When, you know what I'm saying? Thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, like everything. You know what I'm saying? That all those qualities that makes you great, when that makes the brother want to love you, like the brother said, that kingdom of heaven that the Lord has blessed you with. You know what I'm saying? That little piece of heaven, he said, so like I mean, mix the word, but that little piece of heaven the Lord has blessed you with, the Lord will contaminate that joint and make it smell bad and everything. And we can get all those scriptures that talk about that, you know, smite you with scabs and baldness and, you know what I mean? And all type of horrible things if you're not serving the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
A woman's hair not growing long, is that a curse?
No, they ain't got it. Long is what you call it, relative. You know what I mean? It's like tall or short is like, you know, Yeah, like it just you remember I believe Drake had a song. He like skin tan with my hair long. He had a little afro. Like if you normally have a fade, then you got a fro now. Your hair is long and not short. You see, or if you in China, you know what I'm saying, and you 6 feet, you tall. They look at you like a tall man.
So genetics, right?
Right.
Genetics. Is that how you will put it?
Right, that's why I say it's relative. It's relative to where you are. Just your genetics give you your height. Like if your mother and father was taller, a lot of times you would be a little taller. And your mother and father are darker, lighter skin, But it's still, if as far as hair, you get it cut here, you'll be like, man, I got my hair cut short. But somebody whose hair is normally here and they hair grow here, they be like, man, my hair ain't got long. You know what I'm saying? So it's relative. This is just about baldness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it talks about scabs and baldness in the scriptures. If you want to grab that scripture, scabs and baldness. Who grabbed the one I asked for earlier? Anybody?
About the king.
The king.
Yeah, I got it. I'm not sure where it starts at, but you want to start where it starts with the woman?
Well, when he asked the question, like who, you can drop down when they say who's more powerful. You know what I mean? Like if you don't understand, like a woman don't understand how confident you should be, you got to understand that, you know what I'm saying, after the Most High and things like that, women are absolutely essential and strong. Like you don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? You should have all the confidence in the world, are not doing to serve the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because all of that confidence and all of that beauty and everything you think you have can be taken away very easily. But go ahead. Who got it? Yeah, so who got, I asked for another one too. This guy, no, that was my agenda. It was another one. You know what I'm saying, that I wanted to get. No, I think the brother got that one. It was another one though that I asked for a second ago. But yeah, go ahead and read where you was at. You said you ain't had the spot yet?
Nah.
All right.
I won't say.
But we can go to if somebody else. Let's see. Let's go to. Let me see. Let me get these presets real quick. Bear with me real quick. Let me pull this up.
Like I got that other scripture.
Go ahead. What you got?
The scabs, Isaiah.
The scabs, and you got the part where it talks about the hygiene as well. When they was fighting with the foul smell.
You
got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, read it.
I think Isaiah 3, chapter 3, verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell,
read that again.
And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet,
put your face everywhere on these sisters because they just so soft and delicious and smell so good. It smells so good, but you don't serve the Most High. This is what you in for. You're gonna wonder why those dishes is not working. Those feminine smells. Instead of sweet smells and natural, natural good smells, they're gonna be what?
There shall be stink.
There shall be what?
There shall be stink.
There shall be what?
There shall be stink.
There shall be stink. Salami, you want your confidence, you know what I mean? Like, let's get to the nitty gritty. You need a little confidence boost, and I'm sure if you smell better, that'll give you confidence. You know what I mean? I'm sure that'll help out. You know what I mean? You need some confidence for a sister. Maybe smelling good will help. You want to smell good? Serve the Most High.
Right.
Keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And that odor that just won't go away will just go away. Keep going.
And instead of a girdle, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness.
Right, instead of well set hair, go ahead.
And instead of a stomacher and girding of sackcloth.
Right,
and,
so go ahead.
And burning instead of beauty.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Instead of having things that have you put together, you know what I'm saying? And instead of needing all those things to make it appear, you know what I'm saying, that you're beautiful, give that illusion that you have beauty and you smell good, and you know, like they call putting perfume on manure. But you know, look, I'm trying to difference. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord is with you and when He is not. You know what I'm saying? This will give you confidence. The Lord will make sure you don't need those things. Those I never knew you. I never knew you. I thought you were somebody else. You look like Connie. You look like the Aki now. But keep going.
Thy men shall fall by the sword.
Okay, now that's going on.
That was
but yeah, that's all a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But because who got the other scripture? You found it?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. Now this is, you know, like I said, keep that scripture in mind that the brother pulled out that said that beauty can be in vain, beauty and all of those things. Because yes, women can have all of this power that we're finna speak about, but don't forget that precept that says none of that will matter. All this power that you have, give me that scripture in First and Second, I think it's First Corinthians, when they talk about a man can be won over into the truth by the words of a woman. You can make a brother want to serve the Most High, stop killing, get off dope. You know what I'm saying? A woman can do that for a brother, and that's in the scriptures. You can make a brother want to be. That's like, you know, you see them brothers in church for the, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to win that brother put on a whole pink suit. He in there slapping the tambourine, shaking on the floor and everything just for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't care nothing about the Lord. It's all for you because you want him to go there and appear to be a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, let's get it.
It's the book of First Ezra, chapter 3, verse 9. And said that when the king is risen, some will give him the writings, and of whose side the king and the three princes of Persia shall judge, that his sentence is the wisest. To him shall the victory be given, as was appointed. Verse 10. The first row, wine is the strongest. Verse 11.
So we said, so read that first part, because we don't want to get, because you know how they talk, so we want to read it. So they would get to the point where it said, which is the strongest? Like when they was having that conversation. Read that part again. Just that part before that you just read, I believe.
Just go verse 1 or stay right there.
Read that part again, let me make sure.
All right, come on. And said that when the king is risen, some will give him the writings, and of whose side the king and the three princes of Persia shall judge, that his sentence is the wisest. To him shall the victory be given, as was appointed.
Okay, so let's keep going. Let's see what, because it seemed like I think we missed a little bit when they was talking about it, like, which is the stronger. They was talking about, like, which one is more strong? We would ask the question, like, is liquor more strong? Is the king have the most power, or the woman have the most power? It was like a conversation they was having.
I was looking for that.
Keep going on this. Go ahead.
Verse 10. The first row, wine is the strongest.
Okay.
Verse 11. The second row, the king is the strongest.
All right, so now this is at least to that part. You know, one person, you said, hey, they giving what they thought. Hey, I think that wine is the strongest thing. You know, wine has the most power. That said the king has the most power. Keep going.
Verse 12. The third row, women are the strongest.
Women are the strongest. Okay? One of them did say that. Keep going.
But above all things, truth beareth away the victory.
Right, but above all things, truth bears away. Nothing is more stronger than this truth. You know what I'm saying? In the carnal world, when we talk about carnality, Yeah, the woman is strong, but they ain't stronger than the Most High. They ain't stronger than this truth. All right, but they can. When a man is not in the spirit of truth, and not in the, a woman is not in the spirit of truth, a woman can bring you down. A woman can bring you, destruction. But if you are in the spirit of truth, and that woman is in the spirit of truth, a woman can bring you to, can make you that much more better. Like we were just speaking about the other day. Like make you known in the gates and known in the cities as a great man because how great she is. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Oh, sorry.
Verse 13. Now when the king was risen up, they took their writings and delivered them unto him. And so he read them. Verse 14. And sending forth, he called all the princes of Persia and Media, and the governors and the captains and the lieutenants and the chief officers. Verse 15. And sat him down in the royal seat of judgment, and the writings were read before them. Verse 16. And he said, call the young men, and they shall declare their own sentences. So they were called and came in. Verse 17.
So this is probably the point. I think this is where it's going. What I'm thinking about, they're gonna explain to the king like why, why, because they was saying like why they picked each thing. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And he said unto them, declare unto us your mind concerning the writings. Then began the first, who had spoken of the strength of wine. Verse 18. And he said, thus, O ye men, how exceedingly strong is wine! It causes all men to err that drink it. Verse 19.
Right, causes all men to err. You know what I'm saying? To err. You brothers get jammed up all the time. He like, man, brother, I didn't say brothers, great people do stupid things and make horrible, drive drunk and get, get yourself jammed up in the court systems and all that. It will happen. You will jeopardize yourself because of drinking. Women, they get so drunk, now they end up in the house. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you end up with a woman who you don't even know who it is. You didn't sleep with this woman with no condom. A lot of our athletes deal with that, with these white women. You know what I'm saying? They done went home and with a white woman and slept with her, and now they said you raped her. You like, I don't even remember. You probably never even slept with her, but you were so drunk you just woke up in the bed, and she then took you home and staged the whole scene. You don't remember nothing. I don't remember. I don't know. You know what I mean? You sisters do that, like get themselves jammed up, get themselves raped, because they done got so sloppy drunk. Now they done went home with somebody, they don't know who it is, now they done got gang raped or something. You know what I mean? Like liquor is very powerful. Liquor can ruin a brother or a sister. That's what this brother is pleading to the king right now. Keep going.
Verse 19. It maketh the mind of the king and the fatherless child to be all one, of the bondman and of the free man.
Everybody else. All right, keep going.
Verse 20. It turneth also every thought into jollity and mirth, so that a man remembereth neither sorrow nor debt.
Right. You brother that went in the club, spent all their rent money. Now you done went and drunk your sorrows away, but now you done spent all the money up. You know what I'm saying? You done went in the club. A lot of women get robbed in the club, leaving their pocketbooks open. Brothers then winning their thing, or they didn't brought a man home. A lot of brothers told me that was them, or women get drunk, they meet at the club. She got a whole thing. They hit their boy, like, hey man, I left the front door open. You know what I'm saying? I got upstairs, I'm getting out. Hey, I'm gonna leave the front door open, come and rob the whole house. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, those are true stories. You know what I'm saying? True stories. Good women get jammed up just like that. You know, especially around tax time. A lot of women, they tell, I don't know how we got robbed. You know, we just went shopping and we was on our way out. I had all my money on me. He had all, and they robbed both of us. Like, oh yeah, right there, just our coincidence. The only place where there were no cameras, and nobody's so like yeah, they robbed, we got robbed. You know, yeah, I'm sure you did. You know what I'm saying? When Super robbed from the Dollar Tree, he didn't put it down all month. He ain't went nowhere. He just been over there all month, gaming you up, massages, everything. Now you done lost all your tax money, everything. And before long, he gonna be gone too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead, Salak.
Yeah, John, I was gonna say what you're saying. Reminds me of that story that went viral, like I think last year, when his sister was shooting some random dude in the club, and she got raped in the club, and those people around and everything.
Oh, word.
Remember that? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going live. What's going live or something like that? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You want to just
Right, she was too drunk. You know what I'm saying? Too drunk in the club. She in there, too drunk with a little skirt on with no drawers on. So it was.
Oh, and you know what's a lot easier?
Right, I'm sure he let her go outside like that.
So that's the story when it's like that's the story when dudes he was drugging her and putting pills up in her.
Yeah.
I don't even know, you know what I'm saying, if that was that story. That could have been a different. This was just a girl online who was out online hanging out with all kinds of devils. You know what I'm saying? Just in the club. Like I said, she had a little bitty skirt on and half because she had talked about during the live talking about how her skirt was like, oh, I ain't got no drawers on. You know what I mean? Like, so they was talking about how she ain't had no drawers on. And like your brother said, like she did have a man or something. You know? And like I said, I remember watching the video. You couldn't see nothing, but you could hear everything she was saying. But you know what I'm saying? It could have been, you know what I'm saying, somebody she knew. Now and then it could have been anything. Like it just, you know. But that's the story she ran with. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. I mean, like she could have definitely been raped and everything else, like she said. But when you get drunk out of your mind, your little bitty clothes on, like you might not be a hoe, but you dressing like a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you're not a hoe. You dressing like one. Like you surprised that you get treated like one. Like we say. Like if I put on a police officer outfit and somebody comes and say, officer, I need help. Like, what do you mean I'm not a police officer? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you dressed like one? Like, you know, it don't make sense. You know what I mean? It's stupid. And I feel bad for the sister. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, she's okay behind that. But, you know what I'm saying, you go out like that, you know, those kind of things, it's bound to happen because you out there in them clubs with pedophiles and sexual deviants. You know what I'm saying? And you triggering them. That's why they go out. You know what I'm saying? Some of them pedophiles, they can't be around children. They can't, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people get them kind of job where they can be Santa Claus in the mall. You know what I'm saying? They got kids that's coming to sit on their laps willingly. And they just feeding their demons. You know what I'm saying? They get to, you know, work in the school systems, work in places, you know, daycares, and you know what I'm saying? Basketball coaches, football coaches of the program because they're around children who are under their control. You know what I'm saying? And so they can manipulate them and things like that and get them to do things, you know. So, no, it is, you know, so we just gotta be careful. But let's get back to it. I know we kind of went off a little bit. So this is just all that came from alcohol. Why this brother is pleading this case about alcohol, and we kind of went into a little bit more, but his brother said he thought alcohol was the most powerful because of what it do to people. And that's a valid point, right? Go ahead.
Verse 21, and it maketh every heart rich, so that a man remembereth neither king nor governor. And it maketh to speak all things by talents.
Right, you done told, you done tell everything. Like your mouth running too much, you talking, you done told so much, you know, there's things you weren't supposed to tell. Keep going.
Verse 22, and when they are in their cups, they forget their love, both to friends and brethren. And a little after draw out swords.
Right, you ready to kill your brother. You know what I'm saying? Drunk, ready to kill your brother or your sister because you didn't got too drunk and now you fight, didn't fall, don't even know what you're fighting about. Now you didn't kill one another. Or you know, damn near kill somebody and stabbed them. Now they paralyzed, or now you're in prison. You remember, I think it was Remy Ma who shot one of her friends drunk in the club because she said she stole $1,000. Like, you didn't went to prison and shot your best friend over $1,000. Let's say she did. They can be handled another way, especially with somebody you call a friend. You know what I mean? You know, so that's what liquor can do. It can make your own friend. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
But when they are from the wine, they remember not what they have done.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He's giving it all. And then not only your kid friend, a lot of brothers and sisters do this. They get drunk off the wine and go sleep with one of their brothers, you know what I'm saying? Sleep with their brother's bread. And now the brother want to kill you because you didn't sleep with him. You know what I'm saying? Or you're a woman, a married woman, and want to go sleep. You know what I'm saying? It takes a woman and a man to be involved in that. But a lot of times, I was drunk. I don't even remember you do it. I thought it was you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, it was an accident. I slipped and fell on it. I never knew. Never knew. Slack, you know what I mean? Like, I don't remember this. You know, you see some of them stories on Snap, and that's why they got that whole law where it's called a crime of passion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you can go, you catch a woman with a rod in her mouth, you can snatch the rod out and choke her to death. Hey, like, hey, Sadar, but you can do that. You can choke her to death. You can choke her to death, right? Or choke him to death. Let's say both. You choke him to death. You can kill him, and then you can come call the police. Like, man, I just snatched the rod out of my wife, and I choked her to death. And she laying right here, and I'm rubbing her head because I feel bad about it. They're gonna bring you in, and you're gonna get man. You're gonna get manslaughter. You know what I mean? They call it a crime of passion. Am I lying? I ain't making this up. It's the truth. Like, they do this because they know people do things like this off liquor. You know what I'm saying? You might have made a mistake off liquor, or just off of hurt or whatever, sorrow, sad. You know, like, these are things that you do, and you can do that, and you won't get life in prison. You'll get manslaughter and get a few years, you know what I'm saying, and come back up. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the devil put in his laws because he know how he get out. You know what I'm saying? And how his women get out. And so that's why they put it in there, like, hey, you know, I married that prostitute the other day. You know what I mean? What if she do this? You know, the rich people in the elite, you know, they can put whatever laws they want to put on the books.
Right.
Go ahead.
I want to see if this is precept. Proverbs 6:34. For jealousy is the rage of a man.
For what?
For jealousy is the rage of a man.
Jealousy is the rage of a man. Keep going.
Therefore, he will not spare in a day of vengeance.
He will not spare in a day, but he's not going to spare you. Till here, I got kids, brother. We brothers. I didn't need to. I never meant to sleep with your woman. I know you called me. I know. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry, bro. We grew up together. Red light, green light. We grew up together. Sandboxes, hopscotch, whatever. You know what I mean? House, brother, house. You don't remember? What was going to happen to you?
For jealousy is the rage of a man.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, he will not spare in a day of vengeance.
Scripture, I remember this scripture. Go ahead.
Verse 35. He will not regard any ransom.
He will not regard any ransom. What that mean? He will not regard any ransom. Go ahead, because
he don't want nothing from you.
I don't want no money, no amount of money. But you ruined my life. This is the woman I loved. I loved her more than anything. This was everything to me. I told her either we go together or we gonna go together. You know what I'm saying? So now right after I'm done with you, she going too, and then I'm gonna do me. Because we gotta go together. That's just what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts.
Right. He will not rest content no matter what kind of gifts. No ransom, no gifts, no nothing. Nothing's gonna stop a man at that point. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens over liquor. So that's what this brother's trying to plead to the king. Like, look, this liquor make you jammed up like that. You know this brother's a killer. You know his woman's a killer. And you did let yourself fall asleep in this man's bed at his house with his wife. Waking up talking about, I don't know how I got here, bro. I'm sorry. Like, boy, it's over for you. It's over. I don't care about you, your kids, none of that. You didn't care about me?
Come. Verse 24. O ye men, is it not wine the strongest that enforceth to do thus?
Right, like it's not wine is stronger. Like if a wine can make you do all of that, man, it's clearly this has got to be the strongest thing. Wine has to be. You know, that's his argument. And that's a powerful argument though, right? Look at all the scenarios we just came up with off of wine. You know what I'm saying? That's deep. You got to make a good point, and that's valid, very valid. Keep going.
And when he had so spoken, he held his peace.
Right. I ain't got nothing. Drop the mic. I won. Ain't nothing. Wasn't better than that. Keep going.
Chapter 4, verse 1. Then the second that had spoken of the strength of the king began to say, verse 2, O ye men. And
he said, this is the one who said he felt like the king was the strongest. You know what I'm saying? This is his argument. He said he felt the king was the strongest. Go ahead.
O ye men, do not men excel in the strength that bear rule over sea and land and all things in them?
Right. He like, man, he ruled over everything. Sea, land, everything in the sea and land. He the king. He ruled over everything and everybody. How he ain't got the most power? He can make anybody and everybody, you know what I'm saying, do what they want him to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he was thinking, when I don't know if he said, where we at? This is Ezra.
Yeah, first Ezra 4 and 2.
Man, I'm sure King David was on his mind while he's speaking. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how cold-blooded King David and King Solomon was. You know, I'm sure they was on his mind. Keep going.
Verse 3. But yet the king is more mighty, for he is Lord of all these things, and have dominion over them. And whatsoever he commanded them, they do.
Right, the king, whatever he say goes. The king is more powerful. Whatever the king say, like I said, I brought up King David. You know, when he put that hit out on you, it's tight. Your life is over, your kingdom is taken, your women is gone, your children is killed. Whatever the order is, it's tight. So ain't no way. That's it.
War, the one against the other, they do it.
Right, if he bid them to make war, one against the other, you know, it's gonna happen. They're gonna follow the orders. And we in the U.P.K, we understand following the orders.
Right.
It's game time. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I don't know what y'all had going on, but this is my order. And that's just it. You know, talk to me later. But if we get that order, that's the order. Right. Lord be with you, brother. You know what I mean? Or sister, or Edomite, or devil, or whoever it is. Shit, it was just, Lord ain't with you today. They send me over here and I'll let you. It's a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's all to Christ's return, of course. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody do nothing to nobody. Nobody doing nothing. Nobody doing nothing to nobody. We ain't hurt nobody. We ain't doing harm, no hair on nobody's head without the order from Christ himself. All right? Now y'all got that disclaimer. I said it, didn't I?
Okay.
Right. It's we believe in self-defense. That sounds like self-defense. You defend yourself at all costs. You know what I'm saying? That's in our kingdom. That's in the Edomites' kingdom. Right. The devil's, the oppressor's kingdom. You have the right to, I think they call it stand your ground. Yeah. Stand your ground, protect your family, protect yourself. You don't let nobody harm you and your family. Go ahead.
This is not the Christian church.
Yeah, right. Give him a hand. That's right. You know what I'm saying? It become a bouncer. You know what I'm saying? It's like become a bouncer, a security guard or something. You know, get a devil every once in a while, deliver it to your hands. You just doing I'm just doing my job. So I was told to escort this brother out. I don't know how he got all the Jews on his way down the stairs like that. Slack. Don't hurt nobody. Going down the stairs. Hey, no. But All right, keep going, man. Let's keep going on that. Cause I'm down and we didn't know the time of it. Oh no, we still good. No, we good to go. Let's get it.
If he sends them out against the enemies, they go.
Right.
And break down mountains, walls, and towers.
Break down the whole city. You told her, look, he believe this guy. Look, I want the king. My church is the best. They breaking down whole cities, towers, armies, everything. The king give the order. The king give that order. How is he not right? How is the king not the strongest and the most powerful? And remember the premise, the context of this question. Right. All this comes from the confidence that a sister. If a sister don't get confidence after this, it's because they know they ain't serving the Most High. They know they ain't worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to use the gift that the Lord has given you to be great. You know what I'm saying? Right. Look, we're going to keep going. Like, look at, remember all of these things came from what confidence, how can we give sisters confidence to know how amazing they are, how beautiful they are, how absolutely essential they are to this earth. Good or in either way. You know what I'm saying? On the right or the left hand side. Keep going.
Verse 5, they slay and are slain, and transgress not the king's commandment.
Right. They don't go against them. You get them orders, like I said, get them orders tight. Like, hey. like I remember that meme that they had out for a while, like, it's above me right now. Y'all remember that? They were trying to tell it's above me right now. I got the order, it's above me right now. That doesn't do me. My order is to make sure you are excommunicated from this situation. Take it over with HR or somebody else. It's above me. Yeah, I mean, it's above me right now. Keep going.
If they get the victory, they bring all to the king.
Right. Everything they get comes to the king. They place it at his feet, and he divvy out the spoils of war to the people. So how is the king not more powerful than liquor and women? Because the three things was liquor, women, or the king. Right. How is the king not more powerful? So right now, how is the king not more powerful than liquor and women? How is that even possible? How is it possible at this point when we just read all of that? And the king ain't more. How did this brother is not right? Keep going.
As well as the spoil, as all things else. Verse 6. Likewise, for those that are no soldiers and have not to do with wars, but use husbandry, when they have reaped again that which they had sown, they bring it to the king.
Right. The brothers who ain't even soldiers. Brothers who's regular brothers who plowing lands, milking cows, you know what I'm saying? Killing chickens and lambs before living. They farmers or carpenters, blacksmiths. They making the arm, they making the knives for the brothers who go to work. They still bring their percentage to the king. How is he not the most powerful? Keep going.
And compel one another to pay tribute unto the king.
Right. They let everybody else know. It's in your best interest. All the weapons he got, it will be in your best interest to make sure you give your tribute to this king, because we have been making sure that he is the best in the land. Keep going.
Verse 7. And yet he is but one man. If he commands to kill, they kill.
Right.
If he commands to spare, they spare.
Right.
Verse 8. And if he commands to smite, they smite.
Right.
And if he commands to make desolate, they make desolate.
This brother the king has power over life and death. Right. To be rich or poor, to be famous or what's the opposite to that? Famous or unknown or whatever. I don't know.
Right. It's like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, famous or unknown. Like, rich or poor, famous, unknown. You know what I'm saying? Right. Life or death. He has the power over it. This is the king. Keep going.
And if he commands to build, they build. Right. Verse 9. If he commands to cut down, they cut down. Mm-hmm. If he commands to plant, they plant. Verse 10. So all his people and his armies obey him. Furthermore, he lieth down. He eateth and drinketh and taketh rest. Verse 11.
Right, he do this without having to lift a finger. That's what they're trying to say. Like, he chilling. He let down. He don't gotta even You know, like, so even if you come at him, he real west rested. You know what I'm saying? After he didn't gave all these orders out. Real rested to do whatever he got to do to you. For going against him, of course. Keep going.
Verse 11. And these keep watch round about him. Neither may anyone depart and do his own business. Neither disobey they him in anything.
Right. The people don't disobey him. He got people doing this business. He just going in on why the king is the man and why he should be, you know, he should win this argument or win this war for saying with this wager. Keep going.
Okay. Is that verse talking about like having like Secret Service almost? Like you got people watching over you, like you.
Yeah, like you know the king.
Yeah.
He got people watching people. He got everybody getting watched. You know what I mean? Like we know we getting watched. You know, like brothers know their phones is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Phones is they ask you for permission. Brothers don't even read the apps no more. Give me permission, yeah. I want this app. Do whatever you want to do. You want to do it. You want to watch, you want to get my contacts on my phone, my account, everything. Everything. Do it. I just need this app. I need to do this. So how, you know what I'm saying? The liquor still have the same power, the king still have the same power. The title might be different, but it's still the same authority. All right. I'll keep going.
Verse 12. O ye men, how should not the king be mightiest? When in such short he is obeyed, and he held his tongue. Verse 13.
He held his tongue. I ain't got nothing. Drop the mic. All right. Drop the mic. Ain't no way the king ain't the strongest. Now, sisters, listen very closely to why the sisters and the women are even more powerful than all those things we done went all this time, all these arguments for these other things. Let's get here the conclusion of the whole matter. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter, sisters. Any sister that needs some confidence, you need a little confidence on how great you are and how amazing you can be in the right spirit. We're gonna get it. Keep going.
Verse 13. Then the Derb, who had spoken of women and of the truth, this was Zorobabel, began to speak. Verse 14. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them, and hath the lordship over them? Are they not women? Verse 15.
Are they not women? Like you talk about the man and the wine. She hit it with that Soldier Boy meme. The king, wine. You know what I'm saying? They the most powerful. They're like, what? Like, all right, you know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 15. Women have borne the king.
Women, you know, here with the women's God, right? Look, women have borne the king for one. Keep going.
And all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Verse 16.
All the people they have born, they like we gave birth. You know, that's the first argument they come with. You know, women is God. I gave birth to you. I brought you in. I can take you out. You know what I mean? You only hear that. I heard it loud and clear. I brought you in. I can take you out. Keep going.
Even them that came, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards, and whence the wine cometh.
Right. Like, look, even with it like that. Y'all talking about this well, like if it weren't for us, it wouldn't be no wine, wouldn't be no king, wouldn't be that's this argument. Keep going.
Verse 17. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men. And without women cannot men be.
Right. Yeah. Keep going.
Verse 18. Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty?
Do they everything that they got? Do they not come and bring you spit it on me? Do they not come and bring it all? Here you go, man. What you need? Anything you want. It's okay. It's all right. When we get the stars and the moon, remember the dudes said, I get the stars and the moon and the sun for you. You, I don't know what of them old school songs. I bring you the stars, the moon, and the sun, and the earth and everything in it. This is what he's saying. Like, do they not come to me? You know what I mean? Do they not come to me every day? All this killing you talking about, this king is doing all this wine. Is it not all for me?
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 19.
They think, hold on. But read that last part of that one so they understand. Read that last part of that.
Come. Do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty?
Is comely in favor and beauty. We all know, we just read earlier.
Right.
You will not have that comely in favor and beauty if you ain't serving the Most High. That thing will stink. Salaki. Keep going.
Verse 19. And letting all those things go. Do they not gape? And even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her?
Right. In the midst of the battle, in the midst of everything, that's who they fighting for me. You know what I'm saying? They fighting to get home to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And have not all men and more desire unto her than unto silver or gold.
Right. They will give up the silver and gold for the woman.
Right.
You know, all them, I would have took a whole seat. I took all the silver and gold. What you do with it? Here she goes right here. This one I did. I bought this. What you see in my truck? This is I don't want to know. Hey, it was a me when that brother was talking about how sisters is complaining right now. They're like, man, the basketball season needs to come back. Like, this nigga done had sex with me 6 times today. I'm tired. She put in the caption talking about, you talking, that's it, 6 times. He like, shit, I gotta. She like, I have to give fellatio every 2 hours. So I was like, man, you know, it was just funny. Like, you know, in the time when you have nothing, you have that precious thing that you didn't do. All of this, what you were doing before the corner, all of that, everything is gone. You know what I'm saying? That's the treasure and the prize. So it should be something that you want 6, 7 times a day.
That's right.
And that every 2-3 hours. If you don't, you know, shit. I'm sorry for you, bro. That's unfortunate for you. The quarantine. The quarantine is all bad. Yeah, brother. I see the brother throwing one at the TV the other day. I was like, oh, good night, man. You could have, look, you could have had your rib in here, you know what I'm saying? And turned that into the strip club or something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, brother. He called one at the TV. I said, good night. It's all bad for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's all bad. So why you keep going?
Or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever. Verse 20. A man leaveth his own father that brought him up.
Man, hey, put your mom on the phone. Keep going.
And cleaveth unto his wife.
Like, cleaveth unto his wife, man. You know, man, this is the argument. Like, women, keep going. Like,
verse 21. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father, nor mother, nor country.
Right, he don't care about nothing. Nothing. I don't care about nothing but you. Nothing. He gonna do himself. I told you. Brother, we go together. We gonna go together today. Told you. Over with. Don't play with me. This would be a bad idea. I will be your, what brother said that song, he said, with me. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
No, so I just remind me of that same thing. We just leave everything. We just gonna run away.
Renounce somebody throne. I renounce somebody's throne.
Move the cannon.
That brother, everything that woman, she ain't a sister. She was almost a sister, but you know, he got a piece of a sister, and he ready to renounce the whole throne. You know what I'm saying? From a little smidgen of a sister. We talking about the whole Israel system right now. This is about Black, Hispanic, and Native women right here, who we talking about. He got a little smidgen of it, and he renounced his whole throne. Keep going.
Verse 22. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? Verse 23. Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal.
Brothers wouldn't get haircuts. I'm telling you, brothers wouldn't get haircuts. They wouldn't change clothes. They wouldn't do nothing if it wasn't to impress a woman. It's all because the woman said, what you said? Oh, you gonna like to put his nails? I like my nails out. Make sure my nails is cleaned out. She said she don't like her nails. Brothers is oiling beards up, getting their hair burned. Like, it's not for us. We don't care nothing about it. None of that is not for me. What you think I did it for the whole game, bro? Look at see these birds. I don't even talk about that. Playing the video, when you come out, playing the video game, lifting weights or something, you know what I'm saying? And all that is still to brag to the woman. I'm the best video game player on earth. I want all of them to choose me. The best video game, I can win all the money. Best video game, I lift all the weights. I lift all the weights. They can lift no more weight than me. You know what I'm saying? Choose me. I'm the best. It ain't for me. Like, it ain't, I don't do this for me to look at myself in the mirror. You go right home, baby. Nigga, there's 3 ways, baby. See that? Baby, you see it? You ain't doing that for yourself. It ain't the same, man. He said he done robbed and stole. Now he done risk his whole freedom now. Brothers in prison right now because they went out there to impress a woman. They went out there to impress a woman to kill over because of a brother and disrespected her or something. Keep going. Like I said, everybody has the brother has to laugh like, bro. If a woman ain't getting no confidence from this, like I said, that is the you don't understand your worth, and it's because the Lord ain't with you, and you know you evil. You know what I'm saying? And you know that the Lord ain't with those gifts that you have. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
To sail upon the sea and upon rivers. Verse 24.
Hold on, read that. Start that from me. He said he stole what? Robbed and stole to take you around the earth.
Damn.
To sell you to like a lie. I can show you. That must be what they talk about. They talk about something else. Like, am I missing something? Or what's that? I'm sure it isn't. Keep going. Keep going.
Verse 24. And looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
Hey, to do what?
Bringing it to his love.
To bring the riches to his love all over the earth. This is a good argument. It's a good argument. It sounds like to me. So man, I can't deny this argument here. I know King Solomon. You know what I mean? It must be. I know Adam. You know what I mean? Do we not know Samson?
Right.
Do we not know these brothers? You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 25. Wherefore, a man loveth his wife better than father or mother.
Love his wife. And this is twice for Christ. He came, that was twice. What was Adam? Is it 5 times? And 2 of them was the jam because the women were about children.
Was he Solomon? He can't Solomon.
Okay, King Solomon, Adam,
Solomon,
Melchizedek,
Melchizedek, and Isaiah. Isaac. You see what I'm saying? So a couple of them times it was over with. Like, you know, 2 whole lives. That's over women. You know what I'm saying? That just, it's just ugly. Keep going. So like that was a little sad about
verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
One out of they done lost their mind. I done ran out of my wits. I'm taking that. I mean, he said how they ran out of their wits. I was gonna ask you what that means, but I'm saying everybody they done lost their mind. They brothers in crazy institutions strapped up right now like this, shaking over a woman in the crazy house right now. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Come. Verse 27. Oh, sorry. And become servants for their sakes.
And become what?
Servants for their sakes.
You know, like I said, all the brothers that's in prison, right? Like, most of them brothers in prison, like we said, they lost their mind and went crazy. Now they in jail making license plates for $2 2 cents an hour. 2 cents an hour. If that ain't a servant, I don't know what is, right? You know what I'm saying? Brothers is going to work and being slaves right now. For women say, like I said, brothers wouldn't do nothing at all. Brothers would go and jump in the if it weren't for women, brothers would be out here jumping in the lake, grabbing the fish by the throat, and eating it. You know what I'm saying? Surviving. Like it wouldn't be going to work and we just gonna do the bare minimum to make sure we got what we need to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Brothers is gonna be bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? If it weren't for women. Keep going.
Verse 27. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women.
Right. We just talked about that. Has erred and perished in sin. We just talked about Adam, Solomon, King David. If y'all don't know about the fall of King David, or another brother's wife, another woman, you know, keep going.
Verse 28. And now, do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Verse 29. Yet did I see him at I.S.U.P.K, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admiral Barticus, sitting at the right hand of the king.
Listen to what was said, what happened was why this is the whole reason. Go ahead. What's
so like, he's saying like the king is so powerful, so untouchable, but the concubine just came right up on him. This is the
concubine. Like the concubine is another wife. Like this is an Israelite woman still. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't even. You know what I'm saying? This is a wife of spoils of war. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You didn't kill everything. And, you know, you didn't, let me be called by your name, like the scriptures say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read that again.
Yet did I see him at I.S.U.P.K, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admiral Barticus, sitting at the right hand of the king.
She's sitting at the right hand of the king.
Verse 30. And taking the crown from the king's head.
This woman is sat at the right hand and took his crown off his head. This is her drop the mic. Like this is his drop the mic. We're talking right now. I think it's the brother, third brother. Yeah. This is it. Dropping the mic, like she took the crown off the king's head. Keep going.
And setting it upon her own head.
Put it on her own head. This is how cold women are. How amazing women can be. You can take a brother's crown. Like I said, we always talk, what we say in U.P.K?
We don't force no crowns.
We don't force crowns on your head. But what did this woman do? She took the crown off his head. A crown that he had to work for. Keep going. She took it off his head and put it on her own head. Keep going.
She also struck the king with her left hand.
Slapped his ass. His damn crown. Slap your ass out. Sat on. You need some confidence? That was a question. Look, you see what that question led to, right? That one question, you need some confidence for a woman. You don't need no damn confidence for a woman. look, if you don't got confidence off of this, it's over with for you. You don't deserve nothing. We're gonna try to continue to lift up man, because this is it. We're But we're gonna do this for the women right now. And let you see how powerful you can be, how amazing you are, and how some of y'all take advantage of your power. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of the power that you have over these men and make them weak. Powerful men. Keep going.
Verse 31. And yet, for all this, the king gazed upon her with open mouth.
Look, he kissed her. She took his crown off, slapped him in the face. Baby, you was something else. Ooh, I love you. You know what I mean? Like that brother, like no drunken brother. All you do, keep it on him. Keep the crown on his head and let the crown fall off with his head. I'm gonna pick it up when it fall off. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
If she laughed upon him, he laughed also.
Right, he laughed about this. She then took his crown off, put it on her head, slapped him in front of everybody. He kissed her in the mouth. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's so symbolic. Like I said, I always tell brothers, you know what I'm saying, how many brothers, you know, take these women back and take a napkin and wipe laugh. Baby, I know it was only one ride. Don't worry about it. Let me take that off your mouth. We ain't gonna don't tell nobody. And I wipe the cum off your mouth. No, come here, wipe that off. Come on, I love you. Come on. Look, I didn't want to laugh at that, but because it's horrible for brothers, because brothers that deal with that. You know what I mean? It's a terrible situation to have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, very unfortunate. But these women are very powerful, and they have all the confidence that they need. All right? They don't need no more. They got it all. That's the conclusion of the whole matter. All right? If they acting like they need confidence, it's to make you weak. It's a war tactic. All right? They don't need no damn confidence. It's fake. It's a damsel in distress. Oh, come save me, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They don't need no confidence. They got it all. They need confidence to deal with your confidence. Okay? Because you being a man, you being a king, you being the priest and prophet of the Lord, they call it toxic masculinity. If y'all haven't heard that phrase. Right. It's a battle, it's a demon battling against men being men. Right. Okay? It's a battle against it. They got all the confidence. They know they are winning. They know that you do everything for them. They know that if they do something, they know that they can make you strangle the nigga to death with your bare hands if they so chose to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they wanted to make a scenario up to get a nigga killed, they know that they can do it. Right. And you will come in there, right. What do you do? I'll tell you after he dead. You know what I mean? Right. So that's the Lord wanting you to know. You know what I'm saying? That they don't need no confidence. They have it all. They know that they is the reason we go to war. They can start a war. They can make you go against the Most High. They can make you drink all the wine. They can make you, you know what I mean? All those things that a woman can sit on your lap after it's all said and done. Take your crown off, put it on her head, slap you in your mouth, and then laugh and kiss her about it. Like it's nothing. You know what I mean? When that's very symbolic. It's very symbolic. It's something of authority, taking the authority to let you feel like, to let you feel like you running, and she really running. Right. You know what I'm saying? She really running and got the power and the authority. So these women don't need no confidence. They need confidence against you. Right. You know what I'm saying? they because they want to learn how to defeat you. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're taking your power back. When they can keep their confidence, they know they're the most powerful, and they can enjoy the spoils of the war that we are raging on this earth.
Right.
You know what I mean? They can enjoy it. But some women want to be the man. Or what they call wear the pants.
Right.
They want, you know what I'm saying? They not happy in their role. They want to tell Adam, you will not surely die. I did eat. Adam, it was that woman, I did eat. But that ain't the wicked shit ever. Like, man, the one that cut this woman off, but never, Lord, it was the woman. If that wasn't, Adam was so weak. Like, you know what I mean? By letting himself go like that. Solomon, you know? So, women have an amazing confidence, all right? So take it in. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all have, you know what I'm saying, brothers, that, what do they call it, the Fudder Vagina Challenge? Y'all have won that. You know what I'm saying? The Fudder Vagina, like brothers, they risk it all for the vagina. Brothers will risk it all, kill their brothers, their mothers, their fathers, everything. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't gonna hold you up too much. I know we went a little bit over, but I guess that's what the Lord wanted us to understand. If we can keep it, if we can keep the real quick, let's stay focused. We almost out. But women don't need no more confidence. If they do, they can read this story. Read this, that's for them. Men understand how powerful this story is. You understand your position and how much you give up. You know, you can fall. It can be amazing. You get you a righteous sister, and this is just to show you can abuse how you abuse your authority. You don't want to abuse it either way. Either way. But at the end of the day, the conclusion of the whole matter is somebody 1 Corinthians
7:14.
You know what I need. Hey, give him a hand. I think hey, brother, he's good at that. You know what I'm saying? And this is the conclusion of the whole matter. And we're gonna end it with this because it's you know what I'm saying, we have amazing women. You know what I'm saying? The blacks, Hispanics, and natives, we have the best women on the planet. All the women are trying to emulate you. You even got women, you know, women who were born with full lips and behinds and breasts. They trying to double them up. You know what I'm saying? And they don't need to do that because women are trying to be just like our women. They end up getting skin cancer and goddamn tanning booths, trying to get darker skin and braiding their hair and getting big butts and big lips and breasts and things that you get natural. Go ahead.
I'm starting 13. You know.
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 13. If the woman which haveth a husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him. Verse 14.
So we can get to this is what I want to end it with. I was talking about the order.
Oh.
The order. But we can read it somebody every man. But you can keep it. Somebody else grab the head of every man. Let's end it with him, give him a little bit more. Give him some more. Gas them to the moon. Because they need some confidence today.
Verse 14.
Somebody grab that scripture I need right now. The house structure.
Verse 14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
The what?
The unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
One more time.
The unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
The unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife. You can save a man's soul. Women. By what? Keep going.
And the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were their children unclean, but now they are holy.
Right. So unbelieving man, you got a man out in the truth, and you got a man in the truth, you're a woman out in the truth. The man can save you, you're a woman in the truth, and you know what I mean, and vice versa. Keep going. That's not the one I wanted, but keep going.
But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases.
So I was looking for that one. I thought that was the one where it said it could be won by the conversation.
Oh, you want 33:1.
This conversation of the
Yeah,
woman.
you want that one?
That's the one I was looking for. I thought that was that. But that's a good one as well. But about the conversation of the woman.
You want that?
Like if we want to gas one, we gon' the woman needed confidence today. They need a little more confidence to understand how amazing they really are and things like that. Which that is not the case. But we're gonna
Yeah.
let's get it.
First Peter chapter 3 verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they may also without the word be won by the conversation of the wise.
Right. Read that one more time.
Okay. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own
Be in
husbands.
subjection to your own husband. Be in obedience and subjection. Listen to your own, be sweet and kind and, allow him to be the man. Be in subjection to your own husband because what?
Keep on.
Yeah.
That if any obey not the word, they may also be without the word won by the conversation of the wise.
By the conversation of the wise. If you got a man that's not listening to the Most High. If you being sweet and you being led by the Most High, by your sweet words, the things you say, how sweet and amazing you can be. You can win over a man and make him want to put on a three-piece pink suit and slap a tambourine. Or you can make him come in here and put on black boots.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, all black. Get out on the street and fight for you in the truth. Right. How are you going to use your powers? How are you going to use the gifts that the Lord has given you? All right, by conversation. This ain't even talking about that little piece of kingdom heaven they got down there.
Right.
It's just talking about with the words that you can say. How sweet you can be, the things that you can say. Margaret, she always talked about your butter, what you say, butter don't melt in your mouth or something? Like butter don't melt in your mouth because your mouth is smooth and cool. I guess that's a Jamaican phrase or something. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like you show, in Judah, we said, you sure know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like you sure know what to say. You know what I'm saying? You can say some things that'll change a man's life and make him want to not kill his brother, not sell dope, by the things that you can say. And you're not going to say them things if you're not, living like that. So, who got we're going to end it with this scripture right here. Who got that one? The instruction. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
That what?
That the head of every man is Christ.
That the head of every man is Christ. Brothers, if you follow Christ, you will not be beguiled. You will not be beguiled. You will not be led astray by these powerful, amazing, beautiful, delicious, succulent, whatever you words you want to say about these women, because they need confidence. They are amazing. But the head of every man is Christ. Keep going.
And the head of every woman is the man.
And the head of what?
Of every woman is the man.
One more time for the women in the back who don't want to submit.
And the head of every woman is the man.
The head of every woman is the man. You run your household, the final choice is yours. You make a bad choice, that's yours to deal with. You have to be man enough to say, hey, babe, I made a bad choice. You know what I mean? But be a man and make the bad choice. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't against the Most High. Like, we know we ain't going against the Lord.
Right.
But let's say that was a bad idea. It didn't work out quite as we planned.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no wrong with listening to your woman and getting to, because women get prophecies, women get things, But the choice is yours. The head of it, keep going.
Come. And the head of every woman is the man.
The
head of Christ is God.
The head of Christ is God. So long as you follow the Most High and keep this balance in order, y'all can be a team like we just spoke about the other day. Like you can be a movement by yourself, like Fabulous say, but you will forcefully together. But you make me better. Like you get you a good woman, she can make you better. And so I said that's what came up. This story took that And I think that was great for the class. That was great for the school. And that's just what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody, don't come in behalf of a man trying to get a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because you can be half of a man, she can be half of a woman. Y'all make, like I said, a person. Y'all half and half. But how about you be a whole man and you be a whole woman and come together and see what that do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do it like that. All right. So with that, this is the I.S.U.P.K out of 125th Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. You know what I mean? Pay the tithes. Passover is coming up. You know what I mean? If it ain't the 9th, it's not going to be the 9th of April. It's going to be the 9th of March. If it ain't the 9th of May, it's going to be the 9th of the next month. I'm trying to say the months wrong. But it's going to be the 9th of whatever month these is. That's in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the next time when we can make that journey. It's all in the scriptures. Passover will happen. Keep your head up and understand what's going to happen. Keep them garments coming and getting made. Keep them in the side. Hang them up, dust them off. Keep them there. And you will be able to show them joints off and represent the Most High and His truth. You know what I'm saying? And keep our traditions. All right, go to I.S.U.P.K.com if you want to support this shoot and donate. If you want to donate anything to I.S.U.P.K. Minneapolis or Minnesota, go to Square Cash or Cash App and go to UPK, $ UPK Minnesota. You can donate something directly to Minnesota. Yeah. Your kids is everywhere. So hello, I can't be mad. I'm glad there's kids to chip over the mic. Like, it could be nobody in there.
Right.
Yeah, so the kids knocked that up. I think that's the YouTube mic. Salaki about that. UPK Minnesota, if you want to dedicate and donate something directly to us. If you want something, if you want to just donate something to the whole nation, go to I.S.U.P.K.com and donate. All right, hit the donate button.
$I.S.U.P.K tithes.
I.S.U.P.K tithes. I.S.U.P.K tithes, and that goes to the whole nation as well. All right, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Barakatah to all the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shem Alatham Shem Yahweh Shem all the sisters. And I'm gonna pass the class over to troopers, the Kaya and Sophia.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has any interest in any particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18, verse 21. Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew. Mayashra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests. Not mandatory. Well, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The Passover. We'll let you know about that as soon as we get the correct information. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, headbands, and scarves.
I'm going to get to the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Todah. Ayah. Shumka. Yahweh. Balakwafa. Ratazaka. Ayah. I.S.H.A.P.K. Ayah. Bashemayim. Netan Yinawa. Lakom. Manasai Wan. Kabal. Abishayanawa. Mayan. Rad. Kayah. Lakab. Amalakwa. Wahala. Wa'ataparat. I will love you.
I will love you.
Amen.
Amen. The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen.
Bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh.
By
Hashem
Yahushua.
Barak the Nawa.
Yasharala.
Wayabayah. Sapari. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Say the names of the loved ones once and we're all going to repeat.
So anybody who don't know any new people, I think everybody here knows. If you have somebody you want to be prayed for, if anybody, brothers, young sisters, babies, whoever, you got somebody you want to send a prayer for, just say their name, and we're going to repeat the name and send that prayer with you. All right? Go ahead, anybody. Go ahead, say the name.
Kodash Zion.
Marshall.
China Lee.
Kalani.
Zion.
Zararia.
Tanaya.
Nadia. Deshaun. Mariah. Kylie. Kamara. Jamie. Octavius. Denzel. Robin.
Dawala.
Nayala. Yakadash. Kabad. Kabad.
Who said it again? Somebody said it? Go ahead, say it.
I.S.U.P.K. Minneapolis. Shagar. Dawala. Kabat. Gabar. Kai. Sharon. David.
Ezra.
Marley. Malaya. Kanagabar. Maccabi. Zion. I.S.U.P.K. Minneapolis. All of Israel.
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua in Israel. In the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. Loved ones. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. I.S.U.P.K. power structure. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Listen to us now. Right now. To the evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Thy prophets. Thy teachers. Thy princes. Thy priests. Israelite brothers. In the school. To the evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. They shake loose. The treasures of the rich. Of Israel. That refuse to give to the school. Force their riches. To enter into thy sanctuary. The evils and curses. The punishment and destruction. To the Edomites. Their nations. And their drug dealers. And their court system. And their prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek synagogues and armies. Roman Catholic Church. The Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitatus. Gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. Master State Program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marine. Wall Street. Open up the internet. airwaves, and the cable access channel, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathens that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your word about the planet Earth. And the murder that YAHANNA, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucer and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread throughout the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of YAHANNA. Thank you always. So be it. All right, men of Israel. We're going to give the brothers one courtesy salute. I.S.U.P.K. Rock.
YAHANNA, YAHANNA.
Sorry, we're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. I.S.U.P.K. Rock. YAHANNA. Cousin Time, class. I love saying that last, bro. I'm like, you go.
Hey, that shit come true quick. Ooh, I love it. I was saying, I don't want to say, yo, hey, start reading that first prayer. We start getting rolling by, birds. Oh, no.